Welcome to the Gem. Set yourself for success with morning productivity. Let's uncover curated insights from leading experts. You know that feeling when you hit snooze again, then rush through breakfast, scroll through notifications, and arrive at work already drained? You're not alone. Most of us treat mornings like something to survive rather than capitalize on. Yet the most accomplished people approach their mornings completely differently. They've discovered that the first hours after waking hold disproportionate power over everything that follows. Think about how you spend your mornings now versus how you'd spend them if you could design them from scratch. What would change? The gap between those two versions reveals exactly where your potential is hiding. The good news? Transforming your mornings doesn't require a personality transplant. It starts with understanding why mornings matter so much, then building routines that actually fit your life. You're about to discover 3 game-changing approaches that successful people use to own their mornings and, by extension, their lives. You've probably noticed without realizing what it means. Making good decisions gets harder as the day progresses. That diet you committed to? Easy to stick with at breakfast, nearly impossible when someone brings donuts to the afternoon meeting. The presentation you need to work on? Feels manageable at 9 but insurmountable at 5. There's actual science behind this, and understanding it changes everything about how you structure your day. Social psychologist Roy F. Baumeister discovered that willpower operates like a muscle. It's strong when fresh but weakens with use throughout the day. Every decision you make, every temptation you resist, every boring task you push through depletes this finite resource. By evening, your willpower tank is running on fumes, which explains why you collapse on the couch instead of hitting the gym or working on that side project. Successful people schedule their most important activities for early morning. They're not morning people by birth. They're strategic about when they use their sharpest mental resources. Laura Vanderkam studied high achievers and found they consistently tackle challenging tasks while their determination is intact. James Citron interviewed 18 top executives who wake before 6 a.m., not because they enjoy early alarms, but because they've learned that's when they can actually follow through on what matters. The beautiful transformation? Once you repeat difficult morning activities enough times, they stop draining your willpower. Brushing your teeth doesn't require determination anymore because it's automatic. The same shift happens with morning workouts, meditation, or creative work. Initially, they demand serious self-discipline. Through repetition, though, they become habits that run on autopilot, freeing up your willpower for other challenges. Think of it as training your body to default to productive behaviors instead of fighting yourself every morning. Morning willpower isn't just stronger, it separates intentions from achievements. You understand that mornings hold power, but what exactly should you do with that time? Standing in your kitchen at 5 a.m. feeling virtuous but directionless doesn't accomplish much. Structure becomes your friend at this point. Sharma worked with a billionaire who transformed his entire life using what he calls the 20-20-20 formula. And it's surprisingly specific about how to use that first hour after waking. The formula divides your first victory hour into 3 20-minute blocks, each targeting a different dimension of your potential. The first 20 minutes is movement, not gentle stretching, but intense exercise that makes you sweat. This isn't about fitness goals, it's neurological strategy. Vigorous morning exercise reduces cortisol, the stress hormone that makes everything feel harder than it is. It also releases brain-derived neurotrophic factor, which literally repairs and grows brain cells. You're not just waking up your body, you're optimizing your brain chemistry for the entire day ahead. The second 20 minutes is for reflection. Sit somewhere comfortable and use this time for meditation, journaling, or planning. The point is processing rather than consuming. This is when you outline what genuinely matters today, not just what's urgent. You work through frustrations that could cloud your judgment later. You reconnect with why you're doing what you're doing. In our distraction-saturated world, this deliberate stillness becomes radical. Most people don't know what they actually think anymore because they never stop consuming others' thoughts long enough to generate their own. The final 20 minutes is growth. Read something that expands your perspective. Study something that advances your expertise. Review your goals and track your progress. This isn't scrolling news headlines or checking messages. It's intentional learning that compounds over time. Aristotle said it's wise to be up before daybreak because such habits contribute to health, wealth, and wisdom. He understood what neuroscience now confirms. Our minds are most receptive to new information when fresh and undistracted. The 20-20-20 formula doesn't just organize your morning, it architects the person you're becoming. You've
hit a daily streak by completing 3 key points. Great job.
Probably tried transforming your mornings before. Maybe you set an ambitious alarm, lasted 3 days, then drifted back to old patterns. The problem usually isn't motivation, it's methodology. Hal Elrod spent years figuring out why some people sustain morning transformations while others repeatedly fail, and his insights reveal exactly where most attempts fall apart. Start with the night before. Your morning routine actually begins when you go to bed. Think of several pleasant things you'll do tomorrow. This matters because we typically wake with whatever thought we fell asleep with. If your last conscious thought was dreading your job, your subconscious sees no compelling reason to hurry you awake. If you went to sleep anticipating a morning run through your favorite park or quiet coffee while reading something interesting, though, suddenly waking up has purpose. Then make waking up physically unavoidable. Put your alarm across the room. When it rings, you'll have to stand up and move, which gets blood flowing and energy building. At that point, returning to bed feels less appealing. Immediately do something useful that doesn't require much thought. Brush your teeth, make your bed, or stretch. This bridges the gap between sleep and full consciousness. Whatever you do, don't pick up your phone. Scrolling social media jolts your mind awake while leaving your body sluggish, creating a disorienting disconnect that undermines everything else. Drink water immediately. Your body has gone hours without hydration, and dehydration causes the fatigue and fogginess you mistake for needing more sleep. Then put on clothes that match your intention. If you want to exercise, put on gym clothes. What we wear shapes not just how others see us, but how we see ourselves. Once you're dressed for a workout, actually working out becomes the path of least resistance. The crucial element: start small and build gradually. Don't try adopting 6 new morning habits simultaneously. Pick one, make it enjoyable, and track your progress until it becomes automatic. Only then add another. The billionaire in Robin Sharma's book didn't transform his life overnight. He day-stacked tiny improvements until they accumulated into massive change. Your morning routine should energize you, not feel like punishment. If it doesn't include activities you genuinely enjoy, you won't sustain it. The morning routine that changes your life isn't the most impressive one. It's the one you'll actually do tomorrow. Your mornings currently happen by default. You react to the alarm, rush through necessities, and arrive at your day already playing catch-up. Mornings can be designed instead, though. When you understand that willpower peaks at dawn, structure that first hour strategically, and build routines that actually stick, everything shifts. You stop surviving mornings and start using them to become the person you want to be. The 3 approaches you've explored aren't competing philosophies. They're complementary pieces. Use your strongest willpower for what matters most. Follow a structured formula that develops your body, mind, and spirit simultaneously. Build sustainable habits that make productive mornings feel natural rather than forced. These aren't just productivity hacks. They're the foundation for a different kind of life. One where you stop postponing what matters until you have more energy, more time, or more motivation. Because you've discovered that everything you need already exists in those first hours after waking. You just have to claim them. Ready to transform your mornings? Start with these steps. 1. Track 1 week honestly. Write down what you actually do each morning and evening, hour by hour. Identify what drains time without adding value. 2. Design your ideal first hour. Picture your perfect morning in detail. What would you do if willpower wasn't an issue? Write it down. 3. Prep the night before. Set intentions for tomorrow. Move your alarm across the room, lay out clothes, and go to bed early enough to wake refreshed. 4. Start with one 20-minute block. Choose move, reflect, or grow. Do it for 2 weeks before adding another element. 5. Drink water immediately upon waking. Keep a glass on your nightstand and drink it before doing anything else. 6. Protect your morning from screens. No phone, email, or social media until after you've completed your routine. The morning transformation you're imagining starts with a single different choice tomorrow. Once you experience what's possible when you own your mornings, you'll never go back. Want to keep building momentum? Explore more insights and ideas in the Headway app to continue your journey toward the life you're capable of.